already scheduled lined up for this month. The first one to open with is Little House Declamation. To get directly to...
Once there was a man sitting in the hall like all of us. In front of him there was a lady sitting with this beautiful jasmine flower on her hair. The man was generally allergic to the smell of this flower. On seeing the flower, he started to sneeze rapidly. After a while, he went to that lady and asked her that, could you please remove the flower as I am allergic to it? To which the lady replied, yeah, it's okay, but what I am having here is just a plastic flower. But the man continued to sneeze. Yes, our body reacts in the way in which our mind thinks. A very gracious welcome to the distinguished jury members, the grantees of our deeds, and my dear future blossoms of the nation. My name is Sagati, and I am here to stand on the fact that ill health begins in mind. Your mind communicates to all the cells of your body via hormones. And now ask yourselves, what's making you all stay focused on this talk? It's because there is a cellular level communication between your body and your mind that stimulates the hormone called dopamine. All these hormones function well only when the nervous system is balanced. Have you ever wondered why you are not able to feel the pain of an accident that has occurred just 2 years ago? But you can still feel the pain of your memories of after even 20 or 30 years. Why is that so? It's because throughout your lifetime, your body goes through enormous changes. But the thoughts which are dumped in there in your mind remains the same. Now I would like to tell you all that there are 2 types of effects in medicine. The one is the placebo effect and the other is the nocebo effect. The placebo effect in itself cures the illness in the mind. For example, let us suppose that you are a patient suffering from fever and I am a doctor. You come to me for your treatment and I, instead of injecting a proper drug into your body, give you distilled water. But I somehow make you believe that it is the right drug. Now what does your mind do? It accepts the doctor. And your body starts to react in the same way and you get healed soon. That's the placebo. If you don't believe me, you can go and check out the database compiled by the Neurotic Science that clearly states that the so-called incurable diseases have been cured by just practicing this effect. Now the inverse is also true this time. You must have all heard about one of the burning issues in the past in the youngster, that is the blue whale game. What do you think the admin of the game was actually doing? Was he coming to your home, handing you the knife and asking you to commit suicide? No. He was using this mind and the body connection game by triggering the minds of the depressed individuals and leading them to commit suicide. In this case, the mind itself contributed to the topmost illness, and that is the death. So what should we do? We should always feed our minds in such a way with truth, love and hope, so that our body remains healthy. Now I would like all of you to sit straight. Please, it's a request. Sit straight with your back straight. Breathe twice, deeply. Fantastic. By doing so, you are keeping your mind calm and your body is producing the happy hormones like endorphins, oxytocin or nitric oxide and healing each and every cell of your body. And by doing this, you are keeping your body healthy. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much.
Very thoughtful and enlightening. The stage is Sarthak Yadav representing the Surya House. One of the rules, there is only one rule, that is about timing. Minimum 3 minutes and maximum 4 minutes. And at the 4 minutes, there's buzzer which you may have heard. Okay, so you should not cross the limit and you should not speak less than the minimum allotted time of 3 minutes.
A very good afternoon to respected principal ma'am, judges, school management, teachers, and all my dear friends. I am Sarthak Yadav of class 12th A, representing Surya House. Today, I am going to give you a speech on healthcare. This speech was given by America's former president, Barack Obama. So, without further waitings, let's begin. We are the only democracy, the only advanced democracy on earth, the only wealthy nation that allows such hardship for millions of its people. There are now more than 30 million American citizens who cannot get coverage. In just a 2-year period, 1 in every 3 Americans goes without healthcare coverage at some point. And every day, 14,000 Americans lose their coverage. In other words, it can happen to anyone. One man from Illinois lost his coverage in the middle of chemotherapy because his insurer found that he hadn't reported gallstones, which he even didn't know about. They delayed his treatment and he died because of it. Another woman from Texas was about to get double vasectomy when an insurance company cancelled her policy because she forgot to declare a case of acne. By the time she had her insurance reinstated, her breast cancer had become more than double in size. That is heartbreaking, it is wrong, and no one should be treated that way in the United States of America. Well, the time for bickering is over. The time for games has passed. Now is the season for action. Now is the time to deliver on healthcare. Now is the time to deliver on healthcare. As soon as I sign this bill, it will be against the law for insurance companies to cancel your policy when you get sick. We will place a limit on how much you can be charged based on the out-of-pocket expense, because no one should go broke in the United States of America because they get sick. More than 4 decades ago, this nation stood up on a principle that after a lifetime of hard work, our seniors should not be left to struggle with a pile of medical bills in their later years. That's how Medicare was born. And it remained a sacred trust that must be passed down from one generation to the next. That was true then. It remains true today. I understand that the politically safe move would be to kick the can further down the road, to defer reform 1 more year, or 1 more election, or 1 more term. But that is not what the movement calls for. We did not come to fear the future. We came here to shape it. I still believe that we can act even when it's hard. I still believe that we can replace acrimony with civility and gridlock with progress. I still believe that we can do great things, and that here and now will meet our history's test. Because that's who we are. That is our calling. That is our character. The character of America. The character of United States of America. So thank you. God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
Hello. Now, the next one is Prabhush is coming to this stage for the first time. All others are seasoned, and she is Shivani Rajbhar, representing Akash House.
What if I tell you that there's a very important organ that you might not know about? A very good afternoon to respected principal ma'am, of CBSE branch. I am Shivani Rajwan and I stand before you as a representative of Akash House. So I might start. So I am here today to tell you about the importance of listening to your gut. I am an entrepreneur, went to MIT BU School of Medicine, and I have decided to dedicate my life to studying the gut and the gut microbiome. For those who don't know what it is everything from your mouth to your colon, from entry to exit, all the bits in between, so your small intestine, your large intestine, your stomach, and all the little critters that live in there. Fungi, viruses, and cells, there are trillions of those things that are living in there. So why is it important to have a healthy gut? Well, truly important for long-term health. Because if you have a healthy gut, you're going to feel more energetic, you're going to get sick less often, you're going to have better mental clarity, and ultimately have better emotional well-being. Versus if you don't have a healthy gut, a lot of researchers show that it is related to conditions like autoimmune disorder, diabetes, and even emotional issues like anxiety or depression. So our theme today is you are what you eat. Now you must be thinking that your parents tell you the same thing, right? Well, they're actually right. Because eating poorly can change the entire composition of your gut, which will render it unable for your body to digest the things properly and require nutrients. So today we're going to talk about some molecules which are necessary in your dietary intake. First one is tryptophan. It is found in chicken, eggs, and chia seeds. It is converted into serotonin, which is responsible for making you happy, and super important. And another thing called melatonin that helps you sleep. So if you don't have enough tryptophan, no matter how many marks or appreciations you receive, you're just not going to feel happy, which is kind of sad. And also, you won't be able to sleep properly, so you won't be able to do anything with efficiency. Another one is tyrosine. It is found in lentils, almonds, and seeds. It propels adrenaline, also known as the fight or flight hormone, and is really essential when you're up on this stage, super nervous. And if you were being chased by a dog someday, which who knows might happen in everybody's life at some point, your body won't help you because it's not being fed properly. Let's say you eat things like burger, ice cream, or pizza. Although pizza sounds really good right now, your stomach will get habitual to these kind of stuff and will start producing the bacteria of the same kind. And they will soon outcompete the good bacteria that are present in there. So you will end up with a very unhealthy, not diverse set of bacteria in your stomach. Now you might ask, can you reverse that? Yes, but it takes a lot of time and effort to do so. In fact, a lot of things that we do in our daily life are completely lethal to the microbiome. I love chips, and I think most of you like it too. But sadly, you don't find a lot of healthy stuff in chips, so avoid eating them. Another thing is stress. Stress is something that makes your brain anxious. So your stomach feels that too. And I'm sure you must have experienced that at some point in your life. At the end of the day, not all is lost. You can still improve your gut health. So to do that, you need to change your diet, you need to practice breathing exercises, meditation, stress management techniques, and if not all this, 15 to 20 minutes of walk a day can help. So if the next day you're lying on the couch feeling lethargic and not sure why you're sick for the 5th time in the year, listen to your gut. Thank you.
You have done it well, Shivani. Again, a very impactful declaration. And now, the last, but as it was said, not the least, Vaishnavi Srivastava from 5th House.
Let's talk about mental health today. Very common to hear, right? Well, not anymore, because we are going to talk about this today itself. So, hi everyone, my people. It is an honor and a privilege to be here at NAMI's National Day of Action. Looking at all of you, it's so inspiring. Trust me, it is. It is great show that change is possible. Those of us here today know that the mental illness has no prejudice. It affects the people of every race, age, gender, religion, and economic status. It doesn't discriminate between the Republicans and the Democrats either. And you know why we are here today? That's why we are here today. We need to send a simple message to our nation's leader that mental health matters and must be taken seriously. Yeah, it must. Oh, come on. It is our time to act for the mental health and towards comprehensive mental health bill this year. We are here because the groups like NAMI's has made us understand that our voices really do matter. Our stories really need to be taken seriously. You know, each of us here today, believe me guys, each of us here today, no, and today, look, today we have a chance to make a history with NAMI, an organization that has been forefront advancing mental health of this country for decades. For decades. We have seen an increased attention towards our broken mental health system over the past few years, of course, but we have also seen a very little action towards it. Sad, right? Well, today we have a very clear message to make that it's time for Congress to act for the mental health by supporting the passage of comprehensive mental health bill this year. And you know, I'm about to right now, not sitting on an important panel or anything else. All I want to say at last that I'm so proud of this community today. And I'm also proud of myself too for getting the help that I needed. And you know what? You can have that too. Thank you.
An impactful, power-packed declaration. Good pressure. So with this, we come to the end of this performance round of our declamation competition.